What's going on, y'all? Hey, I wanted to show you a couple of little things that are for deterrence around your house. All right, now, if you don't have any guns and you're not really into, the guns or what, then at least pepper spray, okay? Stun guns. Now, you can do what you want, but if you don't get a good stun gun, and if they have more than one person, you see what I mean? But I can tell you some things that will help maybe put the odds in your favor real quick, like because things will happen and they're not wondering why. And if you deal with the psyche of someone, you understand what I'm telling you? When they think they're the predator and they get lit up, take that however you want, because I'm about to show you. This here is just a shotgun shell. It's a bird shot, okay? You're not worried about the shotgun shell. You're worried about that right there. You know why? Because you can take a knife and cut right around that edge, okay? And cut this whole cap off of it. Well, that little center fire cap there is what you want. Because even though the shot, the big that boom is gone out of it, you still have a very loud pow. And it's harmless. See what I mean? Now, all you have to do is, now you can do this even at Home Depot. You can find things at Home Depot to make this. Take this little brass. Oh, and let me back up. These shells here are, last time I looked, there were like 20 shells for maybe $10. Okay, so there's 20 of these. You can do all kinds of things with them. All right, early warning. And if you set off a succession of these things, 5 or 6, 7 of them, people are going to be thinking they're shot at. You see what I mean? You got to mess with their minds. So, you go to Home Depot, take, the bottom, get the measurement, not the rim. See how it has a rim, but you're looking at the flat spots, okay, there and here, not the rim. This is what you want the diameter of, how big it is right there, okay? So what you're going to do is put this in there to where it's held. Now, all you have to do is figure out some kind of rocking system, that has like a little point on it to where it will hit that, but it's got to hit it pretty hard, right? So you can think of a spring activated, even like a clothespin. Okay, we've got some clothespin. The spring, how it snaps together real good, that's a good one. Figure out something like that, and all it has to do is go from here and pow. It's like a mouse trap. But you cut all that off, and it's only left that center fire, but it makes a good pow. Now you can string these up across walkways. All right. You can spray paint them to camo them. Around in your backyard, by your back door, back windows, anything like that. Windows all the way around your house if you wanted to. Okay. Now that is something for, just loud. Now, on top of loud, you can also take one of these little plastic kind of deals. Even a wooden clothespin will work as well. You just have to make sure that you keep everything away from the metal that's in your contact, in your clamp. Now, what you're going to do is you can look at these early warning deals. Everybody has them. I mean, they're all over the place. These are ex-military people that will tell you things. And yes, you can find this on YouTube. Okay? So, but you can take a clothespin and put non-metal, just like silicone, okay? And put it on there. And what you're going to do is you're going to put a metal contact here. You're going to put a metal contact on the other side as well, okay? Now, there's your two metal contacts. One is going to be going to a light. This one here is going to be going to the power source. You get what I'm saying? Metal here, and then your power cord is hooked up to this side. Your light is hooked up to that metal side. Okay? Solder it, JB weld it, wire it in there, drill a hole, punch a hole, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be James Bond or anything. So, what you do is you take even a little hunk of plastic, like maybe even a milk jug, that hard plastic, okay? And you want to put it in the middle. You want to make it as wide as your metal contacts are, because you do not want to make any contact. Now, I'm telling you, this here, you want something that's just going to hold it just barely. Okay, you don't want something that's real strong, because you just want it to hold, because this is going to be somebody going to walk by, catch it on their foot, and pull it out. And when it snaps shut, the lights come on. See what I mean? You can do this as many times as you want. You can do it however you want. You could have lights from down showing up showing down. There's all different types of things that you can do with little mouse traps, little clips, and little things like that. And if you know somebody that does reloads or what, then maybe you can talk to them. Just look around on YouTube, and I know you will get plenty of information, and then it just kind of gets those wheels turning. Plus, on the outside of your house, you can take pieces of plywood, all right, and put screws in them to where the plywood's only right here, but that much of the screw is sticking up. Where you're going to spray paint them to look like the ground. You want them to blend in. Somebody's going to be looking up at the house and on the window. When they go up there and they look at the window and they're not looking down, and they step on, you know what I mean? Yes, and most of them are wearing these little old thin-soled shoes and all that kind of crap. You know, yeah, it'll go right through them. You can put shorter screws. You don't have to put long ones. Now, the long ones and all, I've seen that to where the guys do out in Alaska to keep the bears and things like that away from their cabin. They'll put them around the doors and the windows, because when they see that stuff, the bears, and they step on it and they feel it, and they'll just take off. They won't risk hurting themselves. Okay, animals in the wild, they don't have a hospital and all that. So 99.99% of the time, unless the animal is just very hungry or something like that, they will not risk injury to themselves. Humans won't either. See what I'm talking about? So it's just a little bit of thing that you can look at around your house. Booby trap it. There's different types of booby trap. There's a fall trap. There's a spring trap. There's so many things. And I mean, you have to look at what's out your house that you have that you can use, and learn little bits of how to camo them, to cover them, to make sure that things like that, if anybody gets close, you've got an early warning system. Now, if you don't have a gun, then, you know, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. Everybody needs to get their heads out of their butts about the guns, because the guns are what keeps this country free. You understand? And then hard talking sons of guns like me, and there's plenty. I'm only one of millions and millions and millions. But I wanted to try to give y'all a little bit of hint about how to do some things. Get some people around in your neighborhood. And if y'all have a deal to where you have your own little group, and you can see each other or what, you know, because like me and 4 or 5 or 6 people around my neighborhood, we can all get on the roof of our house and we can see each other. And we have this thing, yes, you come in my neighborhood, you're going to be, you're not going to do good. I'm telling you. So anybody that wants to say, oh, you blah, blah, you Trumpers, you gravy seals and all, okay, whatever. Talk your trash, because your little old bitty words that usually that work on your friends, your little bitty friends that are just so touchy that you thump them and they got to go to the hospital because they think you broke an arm or whatever. Well, for men, your little words don't hurt. Your little words do not bother us, not one little bit. So you can think of whatever you want. If you do not have a gun, think of buying one. Okay, they do have birdshot for guns, for pistols. All right, it is not a solid projectile. It throws out a bunch of little bitty bitty beads. You can pow 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 pow. You know, and it's not no real big solid deal. You know, to where it will kill somebody right off the bat. It will embed deep in their. You know, yes, but you have a better chance of not killing somebody. They do have birdshot pistol rounds, 9 millimeter, 40, 45, 410. I mean, yeah, they've got them all, and they're all used for protection. You know, mainly personal protection. So I hope that helped out a little bit. I just was thinking about some stuff, putting some stuff together, thinking about for what I do around here for me. And I thought, that might be kind of cool if I was to put something out and let people kind of get an idea about what they need for themselves, and then maybe later on, or just here whenever you got time, really. And you can look into it and find out what you have. Look around your house. Watch a few videos. Go look around your house. Watch a few videos. Go look around your house. You have to understand the way that I think is like from the Special Forces community. People don't really realize that Navy SEALs, Delta Force, and all kinds of the Rangers and everybody, they will train over and over and over and over and over, year after year after year after year after year, until they get it wrong. See what I mean? Well, repetition, doing things over and over and over and over like it's muscle memory. Okay? That's what it's for. And it reminds me of Mike Day, the Navy SEAL that was shot 27 times. He's on YouTube too. Mike Day. God rest his soul. He was a Navy SEAL, shot 27 times. He got his rifle shot out of his hand. He didn't even think about it, and as he fell, because somebody threw a grenade, and he took the blast, and as he fell, he just drew his pistol, and not even thinking about it, because he's done it so many times, over and over and over and over and over and over again. And a lot of people need to realize that Navy SEALs train, some of them, for years and years and years, and never get to deploy. Never get to do what they're trained to do. A lot of the military, 90-something% of the military, unless we have a huge conflict, most of it, they don't ever see any action. Ever. So people need to just realize that you got to educate yourself for the tougher times, because this world we're living in is not getting any better, and it is going to get worse before it gets better. So if there's anything to have any advantage in this world, that's what I'm trying to talk you into. Give you ideas, give you something to think about, give you something to look into, give you something to rally people around, to give them something to fight for. You know what I mean? Not just your own survival, but for your house, for your livelihood, for your family. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because trust me, there is nothing that unites a family anymore than when the family has to fight together. And the deal is our whole country, we're all family. Whether you want to think of it or not, white, black, Chinese, Indian, all this, whatever. We have so many nationalities from around the world here in the U.S. that are willing to wave that flag and fight for it. They better be. That's all I got to say. They better be. They better damn well be ready to fight for it as hard as I will. And I'm not the only one to think that way. I'm not the only one that feels that way. So there's a couple little ideas. Y'all see what you need? You know, look around your house, watch some videos, check it out, do some thinking for yourself, talk to some people. Uh, there's also different. If you have good windows in your house, okay, fine. There are still window locks that you can tighten up to the tracks and little aluminum radios or radio windows at your Home Depot. I'm thinking about radios too. Getting ham radios, CB radios, or not a CB, but mobile ham radio. Uh, the walkie talkies, get some good ones. There's some out there by Midland, Motorola. There's several good people that make good radios. Make sure you get one that has a scanner in it. Or buy you another scanner. Buy you a scanner, totally separate. I recommend that you get one that you can use in your car because if the power goes out, hopefully you've got some gas and stuff straightened up, but you can still listen in your car. And if you can come up with another power source like the other video that I have that says, check this out, this has solar. And it has everything from solar batteries. There's some other information in there to where you can look into that to where you can have a power source at your house if anything was to go down. And you can still set your lights with the booby traps and all that. Don't forget about the shotgun shells and all. There's different types of things. Paintballers. That's what else. Paintballers have smoke grenades, flashbang grenades, and civilians can buy them. Look into that. That might be something else. And if you know somebody that does paintball, they would know exactly what I'm talking about. So that was just a little bit that I wanted to tell y'all. I've been thinking about try to put some stuff together for my house, and I've been talking to some other neighbors to kind of get them, situated. So I thought I would do something to show y'all the same thing. But look at the videos, booby trap security, homemade home security on YouTube. Yeah, they've got so much stuff on there, man. You'll be like, wow. There's so many people, there's so many thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos on YouTube from years and years ago, okay, that has this stuff on there. I got a little funny thing. I told these little Libbies, said, if you go back and look at YouTube, there's videos. I think I was telling them about Trump doing interviews on the news. You know what I mean? They said YouTube wasn't around back then. I was like, they got videos on there from World War One too. They didn't say nothing. These little idiots that haven't lived, that haven't done nothing or what, but they think that they're going to stand there and wow. So I hope that helped y'all out. If you have any other ideas or something, let me know. Put it up here. Let everybody else know. If there's any other information, any other cats that yeah, let's put it out there and just try to let everybody know what's going on. The world is not as feeble as what everybody thinks that it is. It's just the truth. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. Please share these videos to try to get some stuff out, just to try to let everybody know. I'm just trying to let everybody draw up some strength if they can for themselves to realize that it's not what the TV's talking about. Yeah, we got the bull out there, the BS. It's there. Yes, it is. But they're not talking about the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of people, not just in the United States, but around the world, that are seeing it and ready to fight them tooth and nail. So I got more. If y'all have any ideas, man, let's put it together. Let's see what we can do. Share this for me. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to help out as much as I can. So like I said, when I was a kid, the garage was things where you find all kinds of stuff. And I got all kinds of stuff out there, man. So, yeah, I can do whatever. But I'm just trying to do what I can to let anybody and everybody know that you can do it too. So, yeah. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Right on. God bless the United States of America. Screw you commies, you know the drill. Ha ha. Y'all have a good day. Later.